Things, faces, friends, places, years and moments half forgotten, laughs, fears, songs, tears, memories are made of this. I remember the time of the long haul, the tough uphill pull before that final thrilling plunge to victory. 1943, the time when we needed all the strength we could muster to hold our own in every corner of the globe. Occupied Europe, 1943. The clink of German metal past gas stations for what they had to sell, mere facades. Past shops selling nothing but vague promises for tomorrow. In France, Belgium, Holland, Denmark, Norway. An army that had imposed its will from the Atlantic to the Volga, from the African desert to northernmost Norway. Yet beyond those limits, powerless, for it had no command of the oceans. In Europe's harbors, empty warehouses because of ships afraid to go to sea. Small wonder the Quislings, the Vichyites, and other Nazi puppets held their heads to ponder whether a German victory was as inevitable, or indeed as desirable, as they had once believed it to be. London, 1943, occupied too, but by those who came by invitation and their own free will because they didn't believe in a Europe enslaved by the Nazis. London, a center for war, a center too for the news of war. Here the press rooms where men felt the pulse of a world fighting for its freedom. The correspondents who wrote of battle under every climate, in every continent, and on every ocean of the globe. Wrote of war, sustained by ships, a war in which ships were the vital factor, for without them, the output from the great arsenals of democracy could never be carried to all those areas where the guns were firing in anger. Supplies going first to what a correspondent might term the European Western Theater. And that meant, at heart, Britain. The unsinkable aircraft carrier, the springboard for any offensive aimed at the western bastions of Hitler's fortress Europa. A Britain, though supporting millions of soldiers and civilians, nevertheless suffering less in shortages than occupied France, thanks to the Allied command of the oceans. Here, in one small island, was probably the greatest concentration of military power per square mile than anywhere else in the world. Power and the preparation and training to raise yet more power. The power that one day would bridge the Channel and drive on to Berlin. An island of camps, and by 1943, an island, one gigantic wasp nest, buzzing ceaselessly day and night. Fighters, heavy bombers, light bombers, each to their tasks. Not only to strike at the enemy, but also to assist in any way possible all those within Fortress Europa, fighting the foe from within. To assist in the rescue, for instance, of the French patriots imprisoned in Amiens jail, awaiting the firing squad, by blasting the walls and slaying the guards with well-placed bombs from mosquitoes.